Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at a map called Great Western Farms 17 version 1S. This map is seasons prepared, as you can see from the title slide. This map can be found over at chriskimballgaming.com, or chriskimballgaming.com I should say better, and there will be a link to the map or to the website in the description below. Let me go ahead and give you a brief introduction based on the website's description. It says this is an American map set in the Midwest. Start with greenhouses, the BGA, the farm, or there are 10 of each animal to get you started. Be careful though, the milk does not sell automatically. You will need to transport the milk manually to the IGA in order to sell it. There are no trains, traffic, or zombie people on this map either. Be sure to unzip the file to get the map and the info sheet inside. So when you download this map, you will need to open up the zip, and there will be two files in there. One will be a great description of the map and all of the various things that you can do on the map, and the other will be the map file itself. Go ahead and put the map file in your mods folder, and you're ready to play. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Going to pick up our gator here, pull up the log, and you can see we have lots of factories on this particular map. We do have a little bit of a background sound that comes up as the map loads. And we're starting with a fair bit of starting equipment, and there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. So here we are in the map. You can see we have about what looks like 19 fields on the map. We have our standard crops plus oat, spelt, millet, sorghum, triticale, and rye. And we start by owning fields 3, 5, 11, 12, and grass fields G1, G3, and G2. We started this video on hard mode, and even on hard mode we have some crops in the silo, and that's because, as the description said, we do start with some animals. And you can see that we have lots of other things in the prices screen. See, we start with forage, straw, pig food, hay, and grass, also in the silo. And if anyone is familiar with most of these icons, you will know that this is will identify that this map is built on the Stevie starter map, and as such has lots of the typical industries that Stevie maps have. And let's take a look at the starting equipment. And again, we have a whole boatload of starting equipment. None of it is leased. Let's go ahead and take out a little bit of a loan. Since we already have some animals, we won't need to max it out. That should be good. And you can see we start with 10 of each type, 10 pigs, 10 sheep, and 10 cows. Our silo has a capacity of 5 million liters. All right. Let's take a look at the starting equipment. We start with, this looks like to be a Case IH farm. We have 3 Case IH Magnums, all 435 horsepower. We have the Manitou telehandler with pallet forks and bale forks. We have a wheel loader with a bucket, 2 semi-trucks, the 1090 harvester with corn and grain headers. We have the Krone Big X 580 forage harvester with the, this isn't the mower, this picks up, and this also picks up, I don't think this actually mows, I think it picks up a windrow of grass. So we'll basically cut down all of these crops. And then you have your corn header, set of AgroLiner tippers, and then the Flegel semi tipper. A pretty nice cultivator and plow, the large Amazon seeder, the fertilized spreader, potager front and side mowers, and windrower, the forage harvester, the Terra Venice forage wagon. We have a square bale trailer and a square baler. Then we have our log trailer, the Scorpion King, and a pair of power washers. Go ahead and lease up our gator. And let's see, where is the store? There's the shop right next to the farm. Let's hit reset and see what happens to it. And it looks like it's going to be directly in front of us. So let's see. Somewhere. Suppose we'll find it. Let's go ahead and take a look around the main farm here. There's the farmhouse that we start at. Oh, look at this. We can buy chickens. Buy us up some chickens. There, we now have a lot more chickens. I don't know if that means that we get eggs faster or really what that means. Never been on a map where we buy chickens before, so that is unique and new. And we have nuggets on the map too. There we have nuggets. So this is where your eggs should appear. Here we have a nice sheen shed. Like the red texturing on this particular shed. Got a couple of our starting equipment, and over here we have storage for seed, fertilizer, and liquid fertilizer. A pair and customization point. We have one of our power washers, and then we've got another nice equipment shed. The semi in there, man, it is dwarfed by these doors. These are some massive doors. We have fill points for liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and seed. We have our spreader here. Over here we have the output for the seed, liquid fertilizer, and solid fertilizer, and we do have 30,000 liters of each to start out with. Each output is nicely labeled, so you won't mistake what goes where. This yellow bin is our diesel fuel storage, and it looks like we start with 10,000 liters of diesel fuel. We have our silo system, and we should have the information board. There it is, information board, all lined up. Now this map is prepared with the Stevie map or the Stevie starting map that does not support sugarcane, so you don't see that listed here on the starting board. Wouldn't necessarily try to grow sugarcane map. You may run into issues. All right, let's run on over here and check out more of the main farm. Oh, there's the gator. Here we have some more starting equipment. We got a very dirty case tractor. Has front duals and rear duals. Baler and our windrower. I'm going to do one thing. I just thought about one thing. If you don't like chickens, then poof, gone. That might be the best part about the Buyable Chickens mod. You can get rid of them. Here you go. We've got our cows, and you got to come in here and get your liquid and solid manure. Still here. Show back up. Hey, I sold you the rooster. Wait, I can't get rid of the rooster, I guess. We have our grass trough, or silage trough, as I call it, and this must be our heck of a bunker. There's our trigger for chaff. Around here is where you're going to be doing your milk. And here, another nugget. Here we go. This is where we're going to be dropping off or buying more cows. Then we got our water trough in there. So if you're not familiar with Stevie Maps, this is a silage silo. Dump chaff or grass in here, and it will ferment into silage right here. We start with a seed master on the map, and the seed master allows us to produce seed out of grain and liquid fertilizer. So here we can see that we have 60,000 liters of seed that we get with the seed master, and probably about 30,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, or maybe 28,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. And we already have 5,000 liters of seed produced for you to go ahead and get started on the map. Got some more tractors and other starting equipment. We've got another shed here with some more of our fleet. Over here we have a windmill for our water, and then we've got a forage maker. This will make forage. Put straw in here, silage, grass, and you'll get TMR out the back or out the side. So that, guys, is basically the main farm in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and just run on over here to our gator and get started with the tour. So I guess the first thing we'll do is let's go ahead and go up north and check out the compost area, and then work our way around the map that way. Just see where we might have a road this direction. Oh, we almost went down in that silage bunker. But try not to drive on the field. See G1 directly to our left. That's a very large grass field. It will accept fertilizer, so you can get a fair bit of grass off of that for your harvester. Now, I really like this these turn signs, kind of warning you that there's a sharp turn coming up. We've got some pretty large irregular shaped fields on the map. We should go ahead and I guess we'll check out some prices as we make our way back around. Compost facility is over there. We're gonna have to kind of go off country, off road to get to that. But first, let's check out the pig area. We are at the pig farm, or the pig enclosure. So we have a factory here to make pig food. We put corn or grain, so corn, wheat or barley go in the maize section. Sunflower, canola, or soybeans can go in the sunflower section, and potatoes or sugar beets can go in there, and we will get pig food outside. Nice shed over here. Store some stuff that we need for our pigs. And we've got a fallen tree. Oh my. Tree that's kind of fallen over. That's a nice touch. I wonder if this is where our manure is going to pile up. It's very akin to what would be possibly a manure pit. We have our liquid slurry fill over there. And it looks like this might be where we get our water from. Oh, there's another nugget. Let's take a look. Yep, there's the water trigger there. There they go. We've got our water trough and our feed trough. And I've said those backwards. That's the water trough. First one's the feed trough. And there's our trigger to buy our pigs. So this door you would not necessarily use to feed your pigs, but this is the door you would want to open to deliver or buy pigs. And then this is the door you're going to want to open and drive through to basically unload your food and water. And there's probably a straw plane in there that you can also use. There you go for that. So yes, I'm thinking that this two-wall area over here is where our manure is going to pile up. All right, let's head over here and just check out this compost area. The grass is pretty rough over here. I don't know how much of this you're going to be mowing. Section here looks pretty good. Oh, we got mud. Must be driving through a little bit of a wetland area. Alright, so this is not the compost master that I thought it might be. But instead it is a compost facility for making compost bags. So you oops, wrong key. So you deliver compost here, and pallets of compost bags will start to spawn here. They'll roll along and auto sell right there at the trigger. So once you load this up with compost, you don't need to do anything else, and it will basically start making you some money after it's produced a few pallets of compost. Notice that it kind of stops making you money, then you just need to come up here and fill it back up. Might be a dip here in the field. Not too terrible bad. Ledge there. Alright, so we're going to move on over to the dairy and then just kind of make our way around the map in a clockwise direction. While we're making our way over there, I'm just going to kind of look at the background. I really like the background imagery on the map. See how well it holds up as we get up close to it. But right now it looks very good. Very high res. It's not really low res imagery there. Here we have Translat Dairy, I guess. So I see the pallet movers there in the front, so let's see here. Here we go, around back. This is where we're going to deliver our milk to the dairy. Now the dairy won't buy our milk. Dairy will take our milk and will produce two products. Let's go ahead and look at the information screen. Information screen is this chalkboardy looking thing here. So we deliver milch. So, and we get keese and homogenized milk. So we get milk and cheese out of here. So those two products will spawn here. Looks like they're labeled. Oh, thought they might be labeled. So they will spawn here, but you notice there is not an auto sell trigger here. So you will need to come and empty this pallet mover. If production stops, you'll need to come and empty the pallet mover. That basically means that there is a sell point somewhere else on the map for those products. In fact, let's go ahead and look and see if we can't figure out where that is. Cheese and milk right here is at the IGA Dairy Goods. Alright, so we'll have to find the IGA Dairy Goods on the map. We drive around. Oh, let's get over here and check out this field. Alright, so this field is 12.34 hectares and it's almost $1 million. You can earn yourself $41,000 if you wish to harvest this mission or harvest. So if field 18 is 12.4 hectares or so in size, that'll give you kind of a representation as to how big the rest of these fields are. Field 1 is bigger than that by a little bit, as is field 17. Field 19 might be about the same general size as field 18. Interesting enough, field 3 is the only square field for crops on the map. All the other ones are interestingly rounded off there. Got ourselves a couple square grass fields. Really liking the field shapes we got going on here. Alright, so here's our hay, grass, and straw sell point. Let's go ahead and check out this field price while we are over here. $9.35 hectares, $757,000. Now, while I was driving along there, I was noticing the camera's kind of bebopping around there. Not me moving my head. That was the road, I think. Kind of a rough road. Here is the IGA. This is where you're going to be. I'm keeping my head there. Alright. The carts. Carts say something other than IGA, but it's okay. So here is the IGA, and I suspect around back is where we're going to be delivering our. Oh, we got a big sell point here. So here we go. Where we're going to be dropping our pallets. There's a gold nugget. We'll be dropping our pallets of milk and cheese. And I believe they said the IGA took milk itself. Bottle here. Put that somewhere. Shopping cart. Come on. There we go. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got another bottle. to clean up. Alright, so the description said that we would be able to sell milk at the IGA. Not seeing, there's another nugget. Not seeing a milk fill point to basically empty our our tanks, but we may be able to do that here also. It just doesn't have a what's that? Well, here you go, milk delivery right here. Now this isn't the IGA, this is Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. Okay, I did not read the description well enough. It says the milk can be converted to cheese or homogenized milk and then sold at the IGA. We bring our milk directly to Dunkin' Donuts here. We can sell it directly. Got ourselves a nugget there. Nugget right there. Looks like you're going to be able to basically get your 10 nuggets fairly easy. Alright, got ourselves fuel. And let's see here. It says fuel sales, so let's see if we have a, there we do. Right here on the side is where we can bring our fuel trucks to sell excess fuel. I'll get down there too. Got a little bit of a town here. I like this road here. Little island. Church, and there you can see our big old red barns off in the distance. So that is our farm. Have here the bakery, which is a sell point. And then we have waffles, which is a sell point. And another something back here. There it is. That's it. Gardner Grain. And Gardner Grain takes most of our crops, or if not all of our crops that we make. Alright. And lots of grass area here. There is lots of free grass on the map. Not to mention those 3 big grass fields that you start out with. Go down here and check out the prices for fields 8 and 9. We have a fair bit of industry and sell points to the south part of the map. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, field 9 is 10.64 hectares, $861,000. These pretty expensive. Field 8, 17.46 hectares, $1.4 million. And I ran over a nugget. There's a nugget in the grass. Let's just climb. Something back there. It's a shame. It would be nice if we did have traffic on the map. It's bridge over some water here. Let's not run into the bridge. Let's go down here. Check this out. So we got our floating lights again. That was on the other map by Chris Kimball Gaming. We have Great Western Stores and Mill Sales. So Great Western Stores is a place where you can store grain. Okay, come in here and tip your grain in here. There should be an information board somewhere. See if we can find one outside. I saw a nugget in there. And information board is probably right there. Yep. Then this is where you'll fill out. You'll empty your trailer. Or fill your trailer, sorry. There's the information board as to what's stored in the facility. Or if you want to sell your crop instead of supposed to store it, you just come over here and dump right here. That's where you'll sell your crop. Alright, let's go over here and check out this building we kind of skipped past. Here we have black sheep. This is our wool sell point, no doubt. Where we will sell our wool. Black sheep logo there. Nugget. Alright. That's all that's going on there. Let's not hit that. Now we have our tractor supply. Looks like here we have a sell point for buying manure. This was either a buy point for liquid slurry or liquid manure or digestate. Let's see. Manure? Slurry. Okay, so this is where you'll sell your liquid manure that you might have in excess of. You can buy seed or fertilizer. Well, here's where you can sell liquid fertilizer. Here's where you can sell your digestate and your compost. So Tractor Supply pretty much will buy anything that you have in excess of that isn't a crop. Bridge here, it's waterway. Oh, road is well worn into the landscape. So this appears to be the grain mill or the flour mill. Rolling up here, dump your grain. That would be either your wheat or barley. And pallets of flour will start to spawn here, and they'll roll, and they will auto sell at the trigger. Again, all you need to do is deliver some grain, and the factory will just go to town and do its thing. Alright, here is the brewery. We can make ourselves some nice bubbly suds. The way this works best is one of these triggers will accept barley, the other will accept wheat, I believe. Wheat, barley, and water. Yep. So, barley in one, wheat in the other. Not sure which, and water around the back. These triggers work best if you back into them this way. Not try to drive over them this way, or you'll get frustrated with issues. And pallets of beer will spawn, and roll down here. There's no auto sell trigger, so you will need to deliver these. And let's see who buys our beer. JD's Place buys our beer. JD's Place was up here, remember? I believe that was the one that was labeled Waffle House. A large area here for placeable buildings if you want to put some other industry on the map that isn't already here. Look, we've got our BGA coming up. Let's go ahead and check out this field price for field 10. Field 10 is 10.88 hectares, $880,000. And here we have our massive BGA. Massive open area. And you can put industry in here galore. We've got four large BGA bunkers that seem to be a little dwarfed by just the mere size of this whole facility. Over here we've got our thing. We'll make ourselves fuel. Liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer. So the way this works is you will bring digestate from the BGA and deliver it to this tank. It'll fill up here, and when it starts to process, you will get liquid fertilizer out of here. We'll get solid fertilizer out of there, so pile up there, and you will get fuel out of here and use or sell. Here we have our two Silo King digesters. One there, one there. If you remember, the game has a limit of 50,000 liters per Silo King. And now you have two Silo Kings that you can dump 50,000 each into. Since you have two digesters, you have two digestate tanks. One here and one here. Remember to empty both of them. Look at all this. We could put like another 5 or 6 silage bunkers in. Pull up ref 1. There you can see the trigger. See the trigger for that one. That one. And for that one. Very nice indeed. And one of our grass fields is right here off to the side. Grass field. Field 11, sorry. Grass field is directly in front. Let's double back and hit up the McDonald's. Anybody want some chicken nuggets? They got a special, I think, to two 10-piece nuggets for $5. There's a McDonald's, and the McDonald's will buy some of our crops. Right here. Drive over that so we don't fall through. Go. Let's take a look at this billboard. What's this billboard say? Advertise. Go, Chris Kimball Gaming. Way to advert. Yeah, whoa, come back here. There you go. So that's the guy that made the map right there, everybody. And way to advertise yourself. Good going on you. So you can see he does spin tires. He does project cars, Farm Sim 17 ATS, and Farm Sim 50. This is his YouTube address. Like I said, his website address is in the description below. So up here is where we're going to be buying our animals if you want to buy them and deliver them to the field. Or if you just want to go one place and buy all 3 animals without having to run around to all 3 animal farms, you can do that right here. Road kind of winds in and around, but let's drive around the map like we want to. Drive it like you own it. Midwest Cattle and Livestock. Throw trigger, and there's another nugget. Standing. Alright, it's down here. So, you know, I haven't found the sheep yet, but now I see where the sheep are. Whoa, look at this. We got, here we go. Love this. We got power poles in the field. Let's see, do these have collisions? Oh, they do. Look at that. You're not going to be driving through these things. They have collisions indeed. Good on ya, Chris Gimbal. That is great. Love poles in the middle of the fields. And here we go. Trailer park. Nixon's Deluxe Trailer Park. Private bath and trailer. Let's redesign. Adults only. No dogs. No vacancy. I guess no kids are allowed here. No families. Just adults. Something you don't see too much on these maps or trailer parks. Looks like they're all away. There's no cars in the at any of the trailers. Alright, what do we got? We got, it looks like the sawmill down here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Standard Farm Sim 17 sawmill. We have our wood chips there. Our log sell point over here. We have a log pond if you wish to play with the log pond. So we got a big old tree in the log pond already. Got a big old forestry section up here. A couple fallen logs. Whoa, it does appear that the road has been washed out. That is pretty cool detail. It's pretty neato there. Alright, so here we have one of our sell points, Jebs. Is it labeled? Somehow off the map. Way up here already. Get way up there. It's a trailer park. Skip this whole area. Okay. Way up here. So this particular facility will take grain. Another nugget. Particular facility will take grain right here. We can buy seed here. We can sell hay, straw, or grass here. And we can buy the liquid fertilizer. We're going to double back. I did not realize that we were already coming up the edge of the map. Pretty good forested area in here. Pretty rough ground. Trees aren't super dense, but they are also very nicely placed. They don't look like they're in any type of order. I do like the detail of the tree that's just floating in the water pond. Alright, so we have two more logging industries here. This particular facility, you just deliver logs right here, and you will get tables that spawn here on a pallet. One table per pallet, and it'll roll down here and auto sell at the trigger. Over here we have a facility where you deliver logs, and you will get pallets of, get 3 different pallets. You'll get pallets of barrels, pallets of pallets, and pallets of boxes. Wood crates. Roll along there and auto sell at each of those triggers. Alright, so we're going to be driving in the forest. Let's go ahead and get on in here first person. And the map. Let's just see if we drive over here to whatever this location is. It's got some indicators of equipment. Oh, look at, oh my gosh, I love it. Love it. Got 2 trees across the road. Love that. Kind of stopped. So we gotta go up the hill. And this is a hill. I wouldn't suggest driving up that hill too much. Oh, Nelly. Got some more trees across the road. You'll need to come in here and clear the trees out of the road before you can get up in here. Alright. Oh, here we are up on top of the world. We have a storage facility with some of our logging equipment and our wheel loader. Got the big old log chipper. Bring whole logs in here and get wood chips. Dump your logs in there. Don't fall in. And collect your wood chips out of the spout. Over here is where you get pallets of lumber. Bring yourself logs. Bring yourself straw or wood chips. And you'll get yourself pallets of board wood and wood chips. And then take your wood chips out of here, out of the spout, and dump them in here and keep the whole process running. See how we see see around the map here a little bit. Waterfall down here. Let's check that out. A wee bit of a waterfall. Let's trigger markers are floating there a little bit. Wind down the road. And indeed, we got ourselves another fallen tree. Road. Not in the road. Arrow. Oh. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. A heck of a shot. Alright, so over here we have some greenhouses. We have a compost master, and we have a manure producing factory. Let's go over here and check out this particular factory first. Industry. This industry, you bring compost, manure, and water. And what you will get is pallets of saplings. Compost, manure, water, nugget. Now, your sapling pallets will spawn over here. One of these conveyors will make sapling pallets. The other conveyors will deal with these greenhouses. So all of these greenhouses all take compost, manure, and water. And they all produce different produce. In fact, let's take a look. See if we can't go in here and check one of them. Oh, look, there's another nugget. This one looks like it's lettuce or cauliflower. And so you'll get pallets of cauliflower and other various fruits and vegetables. They'll spawn here, roll along, and auto sell. Here we have a manure factory. Bring yourself some straw. Bring yourself some digestate or liquid manure. And what you get out of here is poo. Manure will pile up here. Get it out of the spout, and you're good to go for your you can then feed that to the compost master, or you can use it in your greenhouses and the sapling area. Compost master will accept any type of biodegradable material, be that wood chips, straw, grass, hay, silage, manure. Put it in here and put in diesel fuel right there. And you'll get yourself some compost that will pile up here, and you can get it out of the spout. Use that compost for your silos here, or not silos, but for your greenhouses. You can also, if you wish, to spread that on the fields as the equivalent of manure using the manure spreader. You can do that, or you can sell it over there at the tractor supply shop. There's just be extra area where you can dump compost and store it, or manure and store it. Let's see here, Julie's Windrow. That's where we already were. I really would love to go up there and check out that the view at that building, but we're not going to mess with that. I'll do that off camera. Let's go on over here and check out the shop and the sheep area. Rough bridge. That's basically the map. I have to say, good on you, Chris Kimball. This is a really nice map. Like lots of the details that you put in here. Like that the fields aren't just stamped square. Where your wool is going to spawn. It's your grass trough and your water trough. And this is where you're going to be buying yourself some sheeps. Go. Some more sheeps. Alright. Now, over here we have the shop. We're just going to leave our gator here. John Deere shop. It's John Deere banners. We got ourselves a, it's a 6R. 7R out front on display. Another 7R here. Like the tipper's getting itself some maintenance done, and we got another nugget. Alright. Kimball and Sons. We have our sell and repair trigger, and we have the shop trigger right here at the front door. Let's go ahead and check out and field 17. 16.73 hectares, $1.3 million. Field 17 is 12.4 hectares, $1 million. So that gives you kind of a general idea of the field sizes. Like I say, I really like the map. I like how it's laid out. I like how the field sizes or fields are set up. They're not square. They're a bit of a challenge, but they should be fairly easy for course play or hired help for the most part. Now this one that wraps around here, that one's going to be a fun one. But most of these aren't going to be too terrible bad depending on how you just start your workers and such. Plenty of extra industry to keep yourselves busy. It does have seasons, so you can run seasons. It does have a snow mask. Ideally, you'd want to run this with the Midwest Geo. If you do that, though, be aware you will not be able to make... I think with the new Geo, I think you can do sugar beets. I think they added that back in. I might be wrong. Sugar beets and potatoes will be accepted at the Compost Master also. So let me know in the comments what you think of the map. Again, go check out Chris Kimball Gaming's YouTube page. Go ahead and check out his website for this map. And I did another map of his just last week. So with that, I want to encourage you guys to like the video. If you did, please click the like button. Please click subscribe if you'd like to get notifications and you like the content. We do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday typically, and we do Let's Play videos on Midtown USA every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So until next time, guys, happy farming.